Yo, what's up guys, my name's Hakiii, and in this video we're going to be going over features that would make GTA 5 Online so much better. There's been a lot of content that's been added to the game the past like almost decade now, and there still is so much potential and so many different things they could add to the game that could make it way better. And at the end of the video, let me know if there's anything you think they should add that I haven't mentioned here. I'd be happy to see in the comments. Now if you go on to enjoy this video, be sure to drop a like on it, and if you're new to the channel, go ahead and drop a sub so you never miss any more awesome videos like these. Join the Hakiii army, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell too while you're at it. Real quick, if you're in need of any of these GTA Online services, check out the top link of the description, and don't forget to use discount code Hakiii for 5% off at checkout. Also stop by the new giveaway site for some awesome prizes like Xbox Series X's, PS5s, and much more. Anyway though, let's get back into the video. So the first feature that should be added is a garages management option. Basically, if you want to move a good chunk of cars out of your garage and put them into a different one, it is an absolute pain and it takes forever. You'd have to take each car out and drive it all the way to the other garage and do that with every single car you want to switch, and that just takes forever for no reason, and it's super time consuming. It would be super useful to have like an all garages management where you have a full list of all your garages, and then you could just go into them and see which cars you have in each one, and then you just select a car and then you select another garage and switch it with another car, kind of like they have with the office garages where you can switch cars between the office garages, but you can't really switch them into any other garages. It's only between the office garages. Basically it would be similar to that option, but instead of the 3 office garages, you have a list of all the garages you own. I feel like it would be pretty easy to add to the game. I mean, they already have it for the office and I think for the arena as well, so I don't know why they haven't integrated that into all garages all at once. I can't think of a reason why it's not in the game yet. It would just make things so much more organized. The next one is more of a quality of life upgrade, and I didn't really know what to call this one, so I'm gonna call it vehicle crashing realism. Let me explain what I mean by this. So there's basically 2 different categories inside of this thing. There's the car, and then there's other things on the map like buildings and trees and fences and all that. Actually, not fences. Fences usually go flying when you crash into them. But what I mean is when you're driving a vehicle and you hit a building, nothing happens to that building, and it's the same thing with trees and a lot of other default objects on the map, and it makes the game feel a lot less realistic. When you drive into a glass building, you should be able to go through that building, or if it's not glass, if it's like bricks or something, you should be able to damage that building, at least damage it a lot more than it looks like in game. And apparently trees are just in God mode in this game. When you drive into them, they don't even have a scratch on them. You can go and ram it with the heaviest vehicle in the game and the tree would just have nothing on it, not even a scratch. That's the object side of this. I think objects should be able to be damaged and should have, I guess, realistic aspects to them. And the vehicle side of this is pretty interesting. So if you played GTA 4 back in the day, you would know that the vehicle physics and the vehicle like crashing realism is just way better than GTA 5. I don't know why and how it was so much better in GTA 4 than GTA 5. So picture this: when you drive into a building going 100 miles per hour with a vehicle in GTA 5, as we said before, the building's gonna have no difference to it whatsoever, and the vehicle's gonna get these big looking scratches on it with a little bit of dents. When you crash into a building head on going 100 miles per hour, your car should be absolutely totaled, and it should have a lot more damage than a couple of dents and these big looking scratches on it. When you crash into stuff in GTA 5, a lot of the time you're gonna get these big looking scratches, which is very unrealistic, and I just don't like them whatsoever. While in GTA 4, when you crash into things, you're actually gonna get your car dented, and when crashing into a building head on, your car's actually gonna look pretty totaled, and it's just way more realistic in GTA 4. What I'm saying is the GTA crashing logic in GTA 5, like how your car looks after a crash, makes absolutely no sense, and they should really step it up in GTA 6 or GTA 5 expanded and enhanced. I know I'm criticizing a lot here, Rockstar, but I love GTA and it's just constructive criticism. I still love you, Rockstar, basically. The next feature that should definitely be added into the game is a Los Santos Customs hex code chart. If you don't know what a hex code chart is, it's basically a chart with all the different possible colors you can get, and each color has its specific hex code to it. This would take the respray option to a whole nother level in game. GTA 5 does technically have a hex code to it, but it's outside of the game. It's in the Rockstar Social Club website, and it's only to change your crew color, and it takes forever to change it really. You have to restart your game and everything, and it just takes a very long time, especially with GTA loading times. Having the hex code chart in the respray option when you drive into Los Santos Customs or any of your vehicle workshops is just way more convenient. The next one is going to be taking advantage of all the awesome mansions across the map. Going into properties, we have a somewhat limited amount of properties we can own in the game? I guess we have a good amount, but when you see all these amazing mansions that no one really cares about, or not no one really cares about, but no one's really doing anything with, like Rockstar isn't using them for anything, it's just there to be on the map to look nice, I guess. And it's really a bummer because there's so many amazing looking houses and amazing looking mansions across the map. I made a video about the best mansions in the game, and some of them you can't even own, and it just sucks. And I really think there could be a whole DLC about mansions alone, because I guarantee a lot of people would buy properties on the new mansions if they were to come. For example, on the left side of the map, there's the houses right on the beach. They're so sick. And then obviously we have a lot of mansions in Vinewood Hills, and also a lot of them like not too far away from the golf course. In that general area, there's a lot of really nice ones. The only mansions we can buy are a select few in Vinewood Hills, but besides that, we're really not taking advantage of the amazing looking houses in game. The next one is actually connected with this, and it's a home customization feature. It'd be designing your interior. I wouldn't really expect Rockstar to be able to give us the option to change the outside. I don't really know how that would work, but customizing your interior is something that I'd love to see in the game. Really, the only type of interior design we have is changing the styles of our office and our penthouse apartments, but I'm not really talking about that. I'm thinking of something way more detailed than that and just a big step up from that. Legit something like an in-game IKEA. Personally, I love IKEA in real life. It would be super cool to have like a house shop type thing in the game, kind of like IKEA basically, and you can buy specific sofas and different tables and different TVs, and maybe even build your own gaming setup, like have an office room in your house. Like that would be amazing. You can choose what each room is in your house and buy different furniture and everything like that. Rockstar, please add this type of thing into the game. This would definitely revolutionize customization in GTA 5. It would take it to a whole nother level, and if it doesn't come, I mean, hopefully in GTA 5 Expanded and Enhanced or GTA 6. The next one is going to be custom / unique engine sounds for each vehicle. Something that I think GTA 5 lacks a little bit is unique engine sounds. I think every single vehicle should have different engine sounds. I guess this one is also like a quality of life type thing, also like a car realism type thing. There's only a select couple of engine sounds in the game. If I had to guess, I'd say maybe there's like 6 or 7 different engine sounds, which is not terrible, but it's definitely not great. Actually, scrap that. I'm guessing there's like 10 or 12 different engine sounds. I just find it a bit weird and a little disappointing that there's like 10 or 15 supercars with the same engine sound. It's not a bad engine sound, but I mean, it's the same one. I'm sure a lot of people would appreciate this type of thing, especially car enthusiasts and car people. It would mainly make a big difference for supercars and muscle cars and just make the game feel a lot more real, because I think an engine sound is something pretty underrated in the game. It's something that doesn't get that much attention, but it actually makes a big difference just because you're in a vehicle a lot of the time, and if each vehicle had a different sound, that would make a big difference. I would also consider this one a quality of life upgrade. Personally, I love hearing different engine sounds. I can definitely appreciate an engine sound with a good like oomph to it. And speaking of engine sounds, I actually made a video on the best engine sounds of the game, so if you're also into them, make sure you check out the video on screen now for the cars with the best engine sounds in GTA 5 Online. Besides that, I hope you all enjoy that video.